You gonna stay in the video? Hey, this is Brian with the 40th Lane Garden. This video is an update to last week's video where we talked about in-ground gardening versus raised bed gardening. We were anxious to get new beds going, but didn't want to fork out the money for the timber and the time it took to cut everything up and put it together for the raised beds. So we decided to take advantage of some of this space around the beds to do some in-ground gardening or in-ground beds. So started breaking everything up, measured them out. I think we've got, these are probably like a 4 by 6 foot bed, digging in about 8 inches. We'll get all that broken up and amended, get some compost and some nitrogen sources in there. But one of the challenges was bordering the beds, and I considered timber in the ground. I'd also considered some lava rock. But I like this idea of repurposing and recycling materials. We didn't do that with the raised beds. Get comfortable, huh? We didn't do that with the raised beds. That's our dog Dulce, by the way. We didn't do that with the raised beds. I bought Douglas fir timber at Lowe's. Just, you know, this was our first attempt at the beds, and we're happy with them. They turned out okay. But now we're going to go in ground. So we needed a border, and this yard, when I first got the house, was all had a giant lawn in it, and the lawn was bordered with a brick and a concrete footing. So when we took the lawn out, we took all the brick out, and I just stacked it up around the yard. I'll show you here. We must have 6 or 7 stacks of this brick around the yard, but it's not great to work with because it's still got all the mortar stuck on it. There are some bricks that are usable if we wanted to do something like a little patio or a path, but for the most part, I didn't know what to do with it. But as it turns out, it's turned into a really perfect border for the in-ground bed, and I've certainly got plenty of it, so we'll be able to border all of our in-ground beds with the brick. So, as you can see there, nothing too fancy, and things don't line up perfectly, but doesn't need to. It's just a border for the bed, and just got it seated in there, probably about bricks buried about halfway. And we're almost done with this bed. I've gotten 3 sides done, probably finish the other side today. And already got another bed going over here. I don't know if you can see it with the glare. But turning over this bed as well. Again, going down about 8 inches, and it's taken some time. It's easy now because we had a few rains this week, really heavy rain, so the ground is nice and wet. It's digging up easy. It's just a matter of breaking up all those clods, getting the dirt nice and smooth, and then coming along and adding some soil amendments. So pretty happy with this, actually. I think we're going to end up with 3 in-ground beds. One over there. We'll do this one here, and then we'll do a third, wait for the camera to adjust, over here in this corner. Now we've decided, I'll take a walk over here, we're not going to go with 4 by 6 beds in the ground. One of the problems we have here is we do like this brittle bush here. It's grown over the last several seasons. It's got a really nice shape, and you know, in the springtime we see all the yellow flowers out the window. So we want to keep these brittle bush here. Now a 4 by 6 bed would have meant digging into that area. So this section is going to be a smaller bed just for the kids. We've been wanting to put a bed in for them. It's a good space for it. It's right outside the door, which is where they, you know, when Maggie steps up, well, our daughter Maggie steps out the door, that's the first thing he wants to do is start digging, and that'll just be her bed. So we'll try to pretty that up for her, maybe color some of the bricks and put a little sign in it or something. So, but we should have, for our January planting, we should have our in-ground beds bordered with recycled bricks. So we'll get you another video update once we get these, once I get these 2 beds finalized and bordered off and ready to go, and then we'll talk about amending the soil and getting them ready for planting. So until next time, thanks for watching.